was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 horse 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too, picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense. So please approach with caution. You never know who's watching. You never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking. Might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to do
coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too.
You can believe what happened over here.
Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, round number 2 of the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series, and well, which is essentially round 1 of the home series here from the dirt track at Charlotte. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matt Bailey. And Matt, well, we come to the dirt track at Charlotte. We're here once again, but this time the Big Block Modifieds they're going to take to the racetrack.
Yeah, definitely right, mate. And it's a pleasure to be here tonight. And we were here last night and for a very cool race as well. So qualifying about to wrap up here, race fans. We've got about 30 seconds left in qualifying tonight. And before we go into that, we'll take a look at your results just as the time ticker ticks over, and then we'll go into some heat racing, and we'll jump into the pointy end of tonight with some last chance qualifiers, and then I'm pretty sure it's 30 or 35 lap A main.
I didn't mean 50, Matt. I think we had a 50 last week.
Yes, we did. Apologies. We did have a 50s. So it could be 50 laps here tonight for your feature race. Brett, we came here last night. We saw a special race where we saw Blake Majulis take the win in the super late model. We come here tonight with big block modifieds. Yeah,
that indeed we did. But also tonight as well, $50 up for the winner. So if you pick up the win, well, it's you're going to pick up $50. James Botterface, the man that goes quick time here tonight. Dylan Yeager, second quick. Tyler Cox, Tristan Lauder-Sewer, Ryan Coulthal. That's your top 5. That's what I'm going to go with. And we've got 4 heat races on the program. And, well, let's take a look at your starting grid. James Boniface will start on the pole positions. Ryan Coulthal lines up at a position number 2.
Caleb Durgan will start the 28 car from position number 3 to his outside, the 25 car of Justin Pentecoff.
Kyle Weisenberg, he's going to give us all of the wayers right now in the 762. He'll start position number 5. And Austin Hines, driving car 32, will start position number 6.
Martin Duran Jr. will start the 27 from 7, and Robbie Swan, the man who came home in the 3rd position last week at the Limaland Motorsports Park, will start the 18 car from position number 8 in heat race number 1. 8 cars on the racetrack. I do believe it'll be either 6 or 8 laps.
Yes, one of those two.
One of those two.
We'll find out when we go green, Matt. That's where I'm going to go with that one. Actually, I think they have 9-lap heat race. I think they're a little different.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you what, though, Brett, take a look at that 213 car on the racetrack. That's a very sweet-looking big block modified there.
Yeah, look, hats off to all the guys and all the painters out there, because not only they do a phenomenal job here on the iRacing.com service and giving these drivers a nice-looking wrap to race, of course, showcasing their sponsors, not only in the car, but in the virtual world, but also the sponsors on the real world as well that come over into the virtual world. And obviously those people, none of this would be possible without, of course, iRacing as well.
Definitely, mate. We are set for a start though for heat race number 1, race fans. Boniface and Coulthal on the front row. We are set to go racing. Heat race number 1, proudly brought to you by DirtFX Designs. We're green.
Well, here we go. Green flag is out. 9 laps on the board. James Boniface. He'll lead him down into turn number 1 and 2. There is the 17 machine of Caleb Durgan. You go back to Justin Pentecoff. Back there in 4th position, but Coulthal working the bottom of the racetrack. Lap number 1 belongs to James Boniface, and we are yellow.
Indeed we are. The pace car comes back out onto the speedway. And I dare say it'll be nearly a complete restart here. Look at the 32 machine on screen. They were 3 wide coming out of turn number 2 and big crash down the back straightaway. And I dare say that he stepped on the gas and the rear end kicked out. And I would dare say that is what happened with the 32 machine.
Just saying, first one of the night, Matt. Austin, mate, you can't park there.
That's pretty much right.
Dylan? Matt, Dylan wants to know, did you get a new microphone? I'm going to let you answer that question.
It's currently borrowed, but we've got a new setup going on. But it's all new, and we're looking to possibly get the same microphone. This is borrowed, but hopefully we'll see if we can get something new. And it's what it's all about right now. And yeah, hopefully the sound is coming through nice and clear for you guys.
Loud and clear, buddy. Unlike Dylan Yeager's mic, who, even though he buys a new headset and gets a new mic, it still cuts in and out like you wouldn't believe. So, Yeager, how about when you come into us, how about you go push to talk?
So, well, yeah, it's we had a few issues though. We had some mics, we had some wireless ones where they were cutting out and things like that. But hey, we're back and we're crystal clear now. We are set for a restart. Green flag is back out on lap number 4. We kick over to lap number 5 on this restart right now. Race fans, down to 1 and 2. James Boniface is your race leader as they head down the back straight.
Yeah, working into turn number 3 and 4. Look at Durgan working to the inside now on Coulthard as we go side by side and wheel to wheel out of turn number 2. Your race leader right now still James Boniface working lap number 3. So we go back. And of course, caution laps not counting here in the heat races, but a good battle going on for the runner-up position right now. Keeping our Martin Duran Jr. here to come from that 4th row. He's up to position number 5 at the moment. But I got to say, this battle on screen right now, Caleb Durgan, well, he continues to put that 17 down to the inside up to 2nd. Here comes Coulthard back to the outside.
Down into turn number 3 and 4 they race, this time by. Down the main straight they'll run. Boniface still your race leader. Down the main straight they'll go. Caleb Durgan runs the bottom side again in 1 and 2. Holds it down nicely on the bottom side of the speedway. Down the back straight they go. Picks up the left front too if you don't mind. Down into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. They'll have a few laps left to go, Brett, in heat race number 1.
Yeah, heat number 1 on the closing. Sorry, I was looking at something else there. Heat race number 1 here. Closing stages of the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modifieds. This is round number 2. Again, $50 going to the winner this evening. Again, you're still watching Caleb Durgan and Ryan Coulthard. Coulthard on the top side of the racetrack in the 39. Now here he goes. Gets a run on the outside. Working the back straightaway. This time by Matt. James Boniface will grab the popsicle sticks and they're 2 to run.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Down the main straight they'll go this time by. Coulthard gets the 2nd position. Runs the cushion in 1 and 2. Down the back straight they go into corners number 3 and 4 this time by Durgan, though. He's not going to give up to find that Ryko number 17 machine. Down the main straight they run this time by. The white flag is out into corners number 1 and 2. James Boniface is your race leader. Down the back straight they go for the final time. Into corners number 3 and 4. Boniface will meet and greet the checkered flag at the start-finish line. And Boniface will win heat race number 1. Second home is Ryan Coulthard, and Caleb Durgan will round out your top 3.
Oh, there we go. Heat number 1 of the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series is wrapped up. There's a couple of drivers going to the main event and take a look at Boniface, Coulthard, Durgan, your top 3, Pentacove, Swan, your top 5, Weisenberger, Duran, and Hines, your 8 cars for heat race number 1. Whoa, Toll, what's going on, buddy? Heat race number 2. Let's take a look at your starting grid. And on the pole, driving the Team Victory Lane Racing, number 48, that is Dylan Yeager. To the outside, the 21 of Jeremy Chris.
Position number 3 for Vanderpool Racing, the 17 machine of Brett Rouse. To his outside from Indiana, the 111 from position 4, Jordan Lafon.
Row number 3 to the inside, Dylan Hilliard lines up alongside Steven Spees out of position number 6.
Position 7 will be Tristan Bailey in the 20 machine, hails from Virginia, and to his outside, the 2 machine of Dylan Hauser.
Well, this is going to be an interesting one because we've seen Dylan Hauser last night along with Dylan Yeager. In fact, Hauser did not make the call, so that's going to put the 7 cars on the racetrack for heat number 1. And I got to say, that's, I think Dylan Yeager will be the victor by quite a lengthy margin. Oh, look at that. I got Ryan's name right. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that one. See? I got it right.
Well, that's pretty cool.
There's a first for everything.
I know. It's the first time we smashed that one in the ballpark. Well, race fans, we're set to go for heat race number 2. Oh, a bit of bump and wheels there. Not even before the green flag. Dylan Yeager will jump on the fun pedal out of turn number 4. We are green for heat 2.
Yeager, big lead already. Half a second. That's not a big lead, but it'll be a big lead come the end of a couple of laps. Rouse working on the inside 3 wide with Lafon and Jeremy Chris. Chris to the outside of the speedway. Then you go back. Brett Rouse working the bottom side. Jeremy Chris now starting to feel the pressure from Hilliard as we work down into turn number 1 and 2. Lap number 1 is in the books.
Down the back, they exit turn number 2, down the back straight away into corners number 3 and 4. This time by Lafon, back there in the 3rd position at the moment, but he's under siege from Jeremy Chris there in the 21 machine. Oh, he gets all crossed up in 1 and 2. We got a car upside down in turn number 1 on the entry of turn number 1. And I believe that is the 2 machine, Brett, of Dylan Hauser, not the run that he wanted to have here tonight.
Incorrect. Hauser didn't actually make the start of the feature event, so it looks like it's going to be Steven Spees. But, oh, hello. You know what's coming, Matt. 2 things. 1, you can't park there. And 2, the tyres, they don't move.
No, exactly right. Exactly. And point proven, too, because it didn't move.
Oh, you know what? Sometimes you hate to see it.
I know. Big time. Big time.
You know, it's all about having fun. Hey, want to give a shout out, of course, to DirtFX Designs for being the naming right sponsor of this big block modified series. Of course, Sheets of Fresh Food made to order. And, of course, Kings of Sling as well for putting on these weekly events here with the big block modifieds. You can catch all the action right here on UltimateDirtTV. It's a 10-week series, Matt. We're in week number 2 at the moment. And 5 of those weeks will be contested right here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Kind of like a home and away series.
Yeah. So that'll be pretty cool. We get to come back here numerous times throughout this series, and we'll see what the big block modifieds can bring us here for the DirtFX Designs big block modified series.
Lights are out on the safety car, and Dylan Yeager, well, this time he's got Brett Rolls to the outside, and I don't think Rolls is going to be sleeping all that much when it comes to this start once again. And, well, heat race number 2. We're about to resume it, Matt.
Yes, we are into turn number 3 this time by. They roll intensively out of turn number 4. Dylan Yeager jumps on the gas out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway. We are back to green flag racing here at Charlotte.
And indeed we are working on lap number 4 right now. So that means 3 in the books. Still got plenty of racing left to happen. It's all Dylan Yeager out in front at the moment. And now look at this battle. Lafon, Jeremy Chris and Hilliard working down into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide we go. The 45 as well. I think that might be... yeah, that's Hilliard in the 45.
It sure is. Down into corners number 3 and 4 this time by. Hilliard, though, runs the bottom side out of turn number 4. Has a run on Jeremy Chris into 1 and 2. He also, you see Jordan Lafon there running the middle part of the speedway. You can see how it's starting to slicken off as well in the entries of the corners and also through the middle part of the speedway. So we'll see what happens throughout tonight with when we come to the last chance qualifiers and also our A main later on here tonight, Brett.
Well, there's still plenty of racing to come here from the dirt track at Charlotte. 21 of Chris through the middle part of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4, trying to slide it up all the way to the cushion. Couple of laps left to go for your race leader, Dylan Yeager. A second lead over Brett Rolls in second, and then you go back to Jordan Lafon in position number 3.
Down into corners number 3 and 4. Dylan Yeager, the Team Victory Lane Racing TAC 3 defense, number 48 machine. We'll see the white lights are flashing here at Charlotte. One more time around the speedway here at the dirt track at Charlotte for heat race number 2 into corners number 3 and 4. For the final time, Dylan Yeager will take out heat race number 2 as they cross the start-finish line and make it official. Brett Rouse will come home in position number 2 and Jordan Lafon home in position number 3.
Well, there we go. Heat number 2 is done. Let's take a look at those results coming up on your screen right now. Thanks, Ryan. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing what we do. Yeager, Rouse, Lafon, Chris, Spees, your top 5. Hilliard, Bailey, your 7 cars to make up the heat number 2. Of course, Dylan Hauser did not make the call. We get set for heat race number 3. It's going to be Tyler Cox lining up on the pole position. To the outside will be Chris Fisher, position number 2.
Nick Baum will start the I believe he'll be in the 02 car for Ace Motorsports. Will start from position 3. Position 4 will be the 115 car of Eric Tupper.
Joe Garcia, the Warrior Racing 114, will start position number 5, and Jared Melton starts position number 6. Followed by the Ice Cream Man of Anthony Karp, lining up shotgun at the back of this field from position number 7.
Heat race number 3. On the speedway, Tyler Cox just buzzing the wheels there in the 68 car. seeing what this race car is going to do on this start. You can see there, race fans as well. You can see good pictures on the stream here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. You can see how the track is starting to wear away in the entry of corners number 1 and 2. You can see that the difference in the colors of dirt up on the middle part of the speedway and also on the top side as well. And they get up to that cushion. They see they get those right rear Hoosier tires up onto up onto that cushion. And that is what helps the car rail the top side of the speedway. We're set for a start, Brett, for Heat 3.
And here we are, Matt, working off turn number 4. Tyler Cox, Chris Fisher, green flag is out. We're underway. Heat number 3.
Into 1 and 2 for the first time. It's Tyler Cox in the 68 car. Your early race leader down the back straight away they run. Chris Fisher. He's got all the power down right now in that number 5 machine. Had the wheels spinning big time down the back straight away. Down the main straight they run into corners number 1 and 2 once again. Tyler Cox still your race leader. Chris Fisher and Nick Baum rounds out your top 3.
Oh, working into turn number 3. It's there. The 115 Bombers. There it goes. Well, Nick Baum into the wall. Eric Tupper. He got underneath him into turns 3 and 4, but we are yellow. And, well, again, a couple of things on that one. Nick Baum, you should have known. You've raced with World of Thunder a heap of times, and you know we like to bring this out not only in World of Thunder, but we also like to bring it out anywhere we go to a broadcast. 1, the wall don't move. 2, you can't park there.
Exactly right.
When are people going to learn, Matt?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I think once these heavy, expensive fines start coming through, you know, that's when I guess they'll learn. But hey, at the end of the day, it takes 1 to win it and 1 to bin it. So we'll see what happens in the closing stages of heat race number 3 here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Can see Tyler Cox there just buzzing the wheels again in that race car. In these, I think they're about 650 horsepower, these big block modifieds. About a 400 cubic inch motor under the bonnet with these race cars. So Tyler Cox on the pole position for heat race number 3. Restart on pole. Chris Fisher to his outside. Eric Tupper in the 115 out of position on number 3. We jump back on the front pedal out of turn number 4. Brett, we're back to green.
And back to green. No, well, that was a very good start there for your race leader, Tyler Cox. Eric Tupper now sliding up in front of Chris Fisher, but Fisher works it back out of turn number 2 around the outside of the 115, and keep an eye on Joe Garcia. He's right there within striking distance, but again, at the moment it's Tyler Cox, Chris Fisher, and Eric Tupper going 1, 2, and 3 with Joe Garcia right there with him. And Garcia, he was all over the back of Eric Tupper through turns 1 and 2.
Down the back straight into turn number 3 and 4 this time by the exit turn number 4. They've still got about 3 laps left to go in heat race number 3 at the moment. Down to 1 and 2. Tyler Cox, your race leader, down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. We're back to the start-finish line just where we were 30 seconds ago. Yeah,
that's right. Still Tyler Cox at 68 leading from Fisher. Again, you're watching Eric Tupper and Joe Garcia on screen. Everybody rallying the top side of the racetrack. Nick Baum has done well to get back up to position number 5. Jared Melton in the 30 machine, followed by Anthony Calf. Just sitting back there, and well, Calf, he said that he's struggling here tonight. So we'll see if Anthony Calf can do anything about that one, because right now he's at the back and probably not having a fun time.
No, definitely not, mate. It's never fun when you're winning the race at the back of the field. So you know, it's what it always comes down to at the end of the day. So we got Tyler Cox, though, still out in front, down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. You can see that 68 machine on screen. It's all about throttle control with these race cars. Down the main straight, they'll run. White flag is out, Brett. 1 lap to go.
Well, Tyler Cox in the 68. You see there working down the back straight away for the final time in the corners number 3. Out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out in the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series for heat race number 3. Chris Fisher home in 2nd spot. Then you go back to Eric Tupper in 3rd. Joe Garcia 4th. Nick Baum rounds out the top 5, followed by Jared Melton and Anthony Calf. As we take a look at your official results coming up right now. And there it is, the official Cox, Fisher, Tupper, Garcia, Barb, your top 5, Melton and Calf, your 7 cars. Heat number 4, you line up like this. Tristan Lauderseul lines up at the pole position. Chase Hardy at a position number 2.
Kyle Dersham will start the 93 car from position number 3. Jason Dill will start the 13 car from Texas. We'll start from 4.
Position number 5, we'll see Shane Yates to the outside. Shane Greco, position number 6, with Alex Robinson lining up at a position number 7. How far do you reckon Alex will get before he rage quits?
We'll see. We'll see. I reckon if he's got the thinking cap on, I reckon he's going to know what to do in that race car. So
it's Alex Robinson. He's a much better commentator than racer, Matt.
Hey, look, at least I give him credit for getting out there and having a go.
Well, I mean, I gave him the opportunity to be up here in the booth.
Well, that's it. Well, you did, but hey, look, at the end of the day, like I said, give him credit for having a go. So at least he's in this one, and at least see what happens. He's at a 7th, so I'm not sure what I think the transfer is either 3 or 4, isn't it?
Yes.
So he's only got to make up a couple of positions, or a few positions in this one to at least get into the A main. So we'll see what happens, though. Alex Robinson down the back of the bus in this one in the 26 car, sorry. Tristan Lauderseul ready to go in that sweet-looking number 92 machine on the front row. We're set to go. Green, though, out of turn number 4. The green flag is out.
Well, Lauderseul got a good start over Chase Hardy. Look at Carl Dersham working the bottom side. There's Shane Yates in the 11 machine as well. He rolls the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2. And, well, now bit of contact there with Dersham and Shane Yates. Chase Hardy in second position. Jason Dill to the outside into turns 1. Meanwhile, Chase Hardy trying to go back to the bottom side. But look at Shane Yates. He's all up on the inside left rear of the 13 of Jason Dill.
Down to 3 and 4 this time by, though. They cross the stripe. They finish lap number 2. They start lap number 3. Contact on the main straightaway. Cars nearly half losing it there in turn number 1. And the 13 machine was all sorts of out of shape. The 13X car of Jason Dill was all sorts of out of shape in turn number 1 and 2, though. They cross the start-finish line this time by. Brett, they back down to 1 and 2.
Yeah, watching the 33 right now of Shane Greco. Just seeing what he can do up on the top side of the speedway. I got to say, a lot of drivers in this heat, Matt. They're going back to the bottom side, whereas you go back to the first couple of heat races, they were all up on the top and they were just rolling the cushion. You see the likes of Shane Yates and Shane Greco just there. They happen to be rolling the top, but again, this track, as always, it's always ever changing.
That is exactly right, mate. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte, track is forever changing. We see that in Speedway, though. You see a track change throughout the night as the heat races go on. So I wouldn't be surprised by the time we come to the A main here tonight that we see a rework or something of the sort with that cushion coming back into line here at the dirt track at Charlotte for tonight. They got 3 laps left to go. Brett, this time by down the main straightaway, back straightaway.
Yeah, well, now getting into the main straight. So you know what? We'll give you technicality on that one because by the time I got into the conversation, he was on the front straightaway. Tristan Lauderseul, the 92 machine, leading Chase Hardy in the 116 machine. They're going to be getting the white flag this time by.
Out of turn number 4, Tristan Lauderseul down the main straight he runs. He sees the white lights are flashing. One more time around the speedway, down the back straightaway. This time by, he's got 2 left turns to go. Around the dirt track at Charlotte, runs the bottom side of the speedway. You see Chase Hardy there trying to close in, but he's not going to have enough time, though. Lauderseul will take out heat race number 4. Chase Hardy will come home in the second position, and Kyle Dersham in position number 3.
Well, there we go. Heat number 4 is done. Just waiting for the timer, so we'll have 2 B mains on the program. Let's take a look at heat number 4 result. Tristan Lauderseul, Chase Hardy, Kyle Dersham, Shane Yates, Shane Greco, Jason Dill, and Alex Robinson. Well, look, hats off to Alex because he lasted 6 laps in a big block, and I'm sure he wouldn't have felt all that comfortable, but hey, hats off to him. We get set for B main number 1, 12 laps of distance, and the top 5 will go through to the main event. We'll take a look at your starting grid, and it's going to be Justin Pentacove lining up on the pole position. To the outside of the front row, it's Joe Garcia.
Robbie Swan for Ryco Motorsports will start from position number 3 to his outside. The Ace Motorsports number 02, that is Nick Baum.
Carl Weisenberger lines up out of position number 5, and position number 6, it's going to be Jared Melton.
Position 7 will be Martin Duran Jr. That is from 7 to 27. Anthony Carf, the Ice Cream Man, will start from position number 8 in the 90 car. And Austin Hines in the 32 will start from position number 9. Again, 12 laps, the distance, race fans. Here for B-Main number 1. The pace car lights will go out and we'll get set for a start, Brett. Here for B-Main number 1 action.
12 laps, top 5. Magic number is 5. If you're not inside the top 5, well, you might as well pack it up and get ready for next week. Not sure where we're at next week, but I dare say it'll be a smaller track, considering that we go to the dirt track at Charlotte. Yeah, 10-week series here with the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. And Matt, here we go. Green flag is out.
B-Main number 1 action underway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Justin Pentacove will get the early jump down to 1 and 2. Robbie Swan back there in the second position right now in the 37 car. Up to second now is the 37 machine. Joe Garcia catches the wall in 3 and 4. Contact down the back of the bus, and I think that was Kyle Weisenberger that got in there. No, he's still on the racetrack. Anthony Carf and Joe Garcia rounding out the field here at the moment. Garcia Jr. back to the pit area, and we are yellow, yellow, yellow. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte for this one. And Garcia caught the wall there in the 114 machine. Nearly upends it, and the 30 machine just gets into him there. Had nowhere to go. And, well, I think it's time, Brett, to release the Power Plats presentation. You cannot park there, sir.
Yeah, and, mate, the wall does not move still.
No, that's right. I think they're looking for an exit, but, hey, an exit ain't going to break out unless you go back to the pit area.
Ah, yes, that's the exit they require.
That, and then they've got to try and get out of the racetrack. So, well, there's two little errors there that they've got.
Well,
So,
you hate to see it.
That's exactly right. Robbie Swan leading the way at the moment. Took the race lead over Justin Pentacove. So the 37 machine, at the pointy end of the pack in this one right now. Nick Baum back there in the 02 car. In position number 3. You'll see them go. I'm pretty sure it's going to be single file. No, they're going to line up in rows of 2. Can see Nick Baum there buzzing the wheels in that race car. Seeing what the race car is going to do on this restart. Kyle Weisenberger will restart out of position number 4. Brett, we're set for a restart here for B-Main number 1 action.
Oh, 2 down. 10 to go. Joe Garcia back in the pit area. But right now it is Robbie Swan along with Justin Pentacove, and Robbie Swan. Hopefully we get to chat to him throughout the course of the night, because again, I do apologise to him, and I'll apologise to him on air, as last week he came home in 3rd position by just 2 1,000ths of a second. But when I looked over at my timing screen, it actually showed Joe Garcia in that 3rd spot. So I know Robbie's got a whole lot of people that he wants to thank, and of course, and like I said, we'll try and chat to him throughout the rest of the night. Martin Duran Jr. goes up, well, not so much upside down, but hey buddy, you can't park there.
We are back to yellow very quickly in B-Main number 1 action. It's not what we want here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Robbie Swan will catch up to the iRacing safety car. And we'll get set to unleash them once again here very soon here at the dirt track at Charlotte. B-Main number 1, only 4 laps in the book so far.
Well, just a couple of laps in, but want to again, if you're watching on Facebook, don't forget to hit that like and follow button. Of course, if you're watching on the Twitch feed as well, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Of course, all free to watch here on Ultimate Dirt TV and all the social media pages. All the social media pages, you can just at Ultimate Dirt TV, and I think we've got all of them. So,
And you know the best thing, Brett, is this is the home of speedway racing. So here on the iRacing platform, we cover all sorts of dirt racing, whether it's late models, we got wingless sprints, we got sprint cars, midgets, on some cases, big block modifieds, as you see here tonight. As well, we've got UMP modifieds as well. So we cover all sorts of dirt racing, race fans. And don't be rest assured, you will not miss a second of the action here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And we are set for a restart, Brett, for here in B-Man number 1 action.
just I don't know why people. I swear some people just lose their mind. Heading up, Robbie Swan looking to lose, or not lose, a B-main here, looking to try and get into the show. And right now he leads. Keep an eye on Nick Balm as Nick Balm has worked his way to second. Justin Pentecote in third. Here comes Jared Melton. Austin Hines in that fifth and final transfer position. At the moment, Martin Duran, Kyle Weisenberger, and Joe Garcia along with Anthony Carr. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, you're going to be going and getting ready for next week should they not get inside the top 5.
Exactly right, mate. Down the back straight, they run into corners number 3 and 4 this time by. They'll be halfway down, halfway to go. 6 in the book, 6 to go.
Working into turn number 1 and 2. Melton on the bottom side. Pentecote in the 25 on the outside. Pentecote gets the run. Now here comes Austin Hines. Look at Kyle Weisenberger trying to give us a bit of boom, boom, boom. And let me hear you say, Huayo. Well, he's trying to boom, boom, boom right around the top.
Exactly right, mate. And I'll give you a wayo as well.
Well.
Down into 1 and 2. Down the back straight away. There is the 32 machine taking over. We've got, that is Austin Hines taking over position number 4 at the moment on the speedway. Justin Pentecote still holding it down at the moment in the 3rd spot. Weisenberger just caught the 30 machine on, I think that might have been Martin Duran. No, he was in the 27.
Melton.
Not sure who's in that 30 car.
Jared Melton.
That is Jared Melton. And he was around on the main straightaway. So we call the yellow lights for that one. And we'll bring them back under caution right now. They'll line up in single file formation until they get the 1 to go signal. Then they'll go 2 wide formation. Then we'll get them set to go back to green.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're going to play a quick little 20-second commercial. So we'll be right back, folks. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. Right now, Robbie Swan, Nick Balm on the front row. No, we got. Surely we're not going green. No, oh no, we are. So we got the front row, which are side by side, and then we had everybody else single file. Matt, can you try and put some sense to that one?
I don't think we can, mate. That's a bit of a wicked start. That one, I've never seen that before in speedway racing. So we'll see what happens, though. They're still letting it go. Green flag is still out, and Robbie Swan is still your race leader down the main straight. They're running to 1 and 2. They've got 2 laps left to go in B main number 1 action. Down the back straight, he runs the Ryko Motorsports number 37 machine on screen right now. Into turns number 3 and 4, runs the high side of the speedway. Coming down the main straight away, the white flag is out for B-main number 1 action. One more time around the speedway, Brett.
Yeah, 37 of Robbie Swan after podium last week at the Lima Motorsports Park. He's going to go into the show as long as he can get 3 turns, 3 and 4 right. He stays away from the tyres. The left front picks up, and there goes Robbie Swan getting the win. Nick Barnes second, and Justin Pentacove third. Austin Hines fourth, and Kyle Weisenberger going to grab unofficially your top 5. Let's take a look at those results coming up on your screen. So Swan, Barm, Pentacove, Hines, and Weisenberger going to the show. Garcia, after missing out on a podium last week, misses out on the main event along with Duran, Melton, and Calf. That was B-Main number 1. B-Main number 2 as Jeremy Chris lines up the 21 from position number 1. And Shane Yates in the 11 will start position number 2.
Position number 3 from Pennsylvania with a 013 car, I think it is, of Steve Spees to his outside, the 33 car of Shane Greco.
Dylan Hilliard lines up the 34 from position number 5, and position number 6 from Tejas. They say everything bigger in Texas. Well, that's Jason Dill.
Tristan Bailey will start the 20 machine from position number 7. Alex Robertson will start the 26 car from position number 8.
And Dylan Hauser will not start position number 9, so that will put Ethan Toda at the back by himself. So 9 cars take to the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. For round number 2 with the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series, of course, proudly presented and brought to you by Sheets, fresh food made to order, and of course, Kings of Sling.
They will line up in 2x2 formation and we'll get set for a start. I do believe, is this one as well 12 laps, Brett?
Yes, that's correct. Same as what we had, 12 laps, top 5.
Beautiful. Makes it all the merrier. So another 5 cars going through to tonight's A-Main from this one, race fans. 12 laps on the board. We've got 1 car missing on the outside of row 2. Shane Greco moves up. No, sorry, that's it is. In the 33 car. We're set for a start, though, this time by into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. They'll get the green flag. Down the main straight away, the green flag flies here for B-Main number 2.
Well, there goes Jeremy Chris. Shane Yates, Steve Spees. Spees on the inside, Shates on the outside. Now cuts it back right through the middle of the speedway. Working into turn number 3 and 4 for the first of 12 laps here at the dirt track. Shane Yates, a perfect slide job as Jeremy Chris. Back down and keep an eye on Shane Greco as well. Greco working to the cushion one more time. And then you go back to Dylan Hilliard in the 45. He's back. He's up to position number 4, putting Steve Spees back to position 5. There goes Jeremy Chris down to the inside. Lap 2 is in the books.
Down the main straight, they run this time by into corners number 1 and 2. Shane Yates on the top side of the speedway, trying to bang the boards down here at Charlotte. Down into corners number 3 and 4 this time by Shane Greco. Also on the top side of the speedway in the 33. You can see the 21 machine of Jeremy Chris there on the bottom side of the speedway. Barely misses the infield tractor tyre as well. Down the back straight they run into turn number 3 and 4. They'll finish lap number 4 as they come out of turn number 4, and they'll start lap number 5, Brett. We are yellow.
Oh boy, that was just starting to heat up there. I've just got the feeling there that Shane Greco is just starting to hit his marks. And it looks like we've got Ethan Toda around. We wait for the incident to calm. Oh, a little contact there with the 00. Looked like the 00 moved up. That was Tristan Bailey, and Toda nowhere to go, but you know what's coming. You can't park on the back straight, so therefore, mate, you can't park there.
Yeah, we normally very used to seeing Ethan in a late model as well, so normally see the late model. They're good to see the late model guys having a go in the big block modified class here tonight. We've got Dylan Yeager. So to Ethan Toda, who is now down at the back of the bus, and you saw take the tumble in the 23C. Alex Robinson as well up to position number 7. And after starting down the back of the bus. He's got a couple of more positions to make up yet before he gets into the A-Main for tonight. He's got to get into that top 5 though.
Can you imagine what he's going to be like if he makes the A-Main transferring from a B?
He's going to be all sorts of happy.
I think the porch might be shaken.
I think so too, because and I think the Williams Grove Speedway will be going. What's this? Why are we having an earthquake? What's going on?
Why
And you
did
see Alex running down the street going, "I made the A main."
why are you at Charlotte? That's not a Porsche.
It's not in Pennsylvania either. Down, we are back to green flag racing though here for B main number 2 action down into 1 and 2. Greco on the top side of the speedway looking to take over the second position from Hilliard. There was nearly contact there in turn number 1 and 2, and also down the back straight away they'll wheel to wheel in turn number 3. Down the main straight they run though. Hilliard will now have the second position into 1 and 2 this time by.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the 13 of Steve Spees. Ethan Toner after going upside down. He's on the outside looking in by just one position. Robertson back to battling with Tristan Bailey there for 8th and 9th. So let's hopefully that, you know what? Hope these guys crash out and give Alex Robinson a transfer spot. I'd like to see Alex in the A.
I'd like to see him go running up and down the street going, "I made the A, mate." That's hilarious. Shane Yates, though, still your race leader in the 11 machine, down to 1 and 2. We are yellow, yellow, yellow.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He knows it's coming. He knows it's coming.
Tell me it's not Alex Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. And he caught the... Oh, no. He got turned around, though, so...
Now, let's see where he stops. Yeah, no, stopped on the racetrack. No, look, had he stopped on the infield, I would have let it go. But, Alex Robinson...
You cannot park there, sir.
You silly sausage. You should know you can't park there.
I can see a Facebook message coming through later on going, "Why were you making fun of me for?"
Well, Tristan Bailey out along with Shane Greco as well. So that's going to put him back to 7th. He's only 2 spots out, Matt.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. So, like we said before, race fans, it is all about throttle control with these race cars. You gas them up and all you're going to get is wheel spin in these machines. And so too, it is the same with late models. So you can see how the track is changing over the course of tonight. We're into B main competition. And you can see the track starting to slicken off big time. In corners number 1 and 2, she's almost down to the bare black in turns number 1 and 2 as well. You can see through the exit of turn number 2 and also down the back straight. We are set for a restart, though. I do believe we are going single file. Shane Yates is your race leader. Jumps back on the front pedal out of turn number 4. We're back to green.
Well, good start for Shane Yates. Look at Ethan Toner looking to the inside there on Dylan Hilliard right now. Hilliard in the 45. Going to go back to position 3. But tell you what, he wants that second spot. But Ethan Toner going to try and take it away from him. They'll go door to door. 9 down, 3 to go for your race leader, Shane Yates.
Down into 1 and 2. Here comes Ethan Toder. Toder in the 23T. Down to corners number 3 and 4 this time by. After having an accident earlier on. Oh, commentator's curse. He caught the wall there in turn number 3. And unfortunately lost a little bit of ground there on your top 2. Ethan Toder, though, is into a transfer spot to make it into tonight's A-main. We got Steve Spees, though, on the bubble in the 13 car right now. So that is the 5th spot making into tonight's A-main. So we can say he's on the bubble. Shane Yates, though, you race leader down the back straight where they go for the final time. Into corners number 3 and 4. And Yates is under siege, though, from Dylan Hilliard. It's going to be Shane Yates at the start line. He will get the win in B-main number 2 competition. And they will, you see your top 5 unofficially making it through to tonight's A-main. We'll take a look at your official results, though, for B-main competition. Shane Yates gets the job done over Dylan Hilliard. Ethan Toder in position 3. Jeremy McChris in 4. Steve Spees will round out your top 5. Unfortunately, for 6 on back, they will have a nice meat pie or a sausage roll and a can of Coke and sit in the grandstands and watch the A-main tonight from there. So we're going to go into a quick warm-up session. Race fans, race cars out on the speedway. What's that, sorry? Okay, we're going to actually quickly jump down to the pit area and chat to Robbie Swan, who came home in 3rd position last week. Robbie, mate, you had a good run last week. You've had a good run here tonight so far. What's your expectations for the A-Main here tonight?
We got some stiff competition, so it's definitely going to be a fight to get up there, but just going to try and be patient and just let the cautions come to me.
Mate, last week we were at Limaland. You got the 3rd position by 2 1,000ths of a second at the start line. Well, mate, talk about the last 5 laps there at Limaland. It was a bit of a situation fest going on there, but mate, hey, at the end of the day, you still got the final position there.
Yeah, I had an awesome charge to the front going on. Unfortunately, when Rumsey hit the wall, I checked up and turned down, and there was a guy that flew up my left side and clipped my left front. So I had pretty heavy damage going into those last 2 laps. So I was real nervous that I was even going to hang on. I was glad to bring home 3rd.
Well, mate, you had a good run last week, and you're having a good run here tonight so far, mate. Now that's some sponsors you don't think on this race car.
Oh, definitely Rayco Motorsports. They're the best.
Well, mate, good luck in tonight's A-Main, and hopefully we'll see you back here after tonight's A-Main, mate.
Hopefully. Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break here on UltimateDirtTV. Race fans, we'll come back after this.
You know, we're not going to take a break. But you know what? We've got some drivers. We're going to venture down into the pits. We're going to chat with Tristan, who drives the 92. Tristan, well, you find yourself in tonight's main event. You still got a lot of work to do, but mate, you've really got some speed in this number 92 machine.
Yeah, I have a really fast I think I'm going to have a really fast setup for the feature. Really confident with the CJB powered car.
Mate, as the track sort of slickens off, you guys at the moment right now are on the racetrack, got 5 minutes. Do you use this time to make any adjustments on the race car, or are you just going out there to see what the race car feels like?
Well, normally I do have decided what I want for the feature time, but it's always nice to maybe make some last second changes, stuff like that.
No, buddy, look, well, good luck in tonight's main event, and who knows, we might be talking to you in about 25 minutes time.
Thank you, guys.
All right, there we go. We've got, well, he's taking his race suit off, ladies and gentlemen. Alex Robinson, are you coming to commentate, buddy?
I don't want to talk about it.
I just said, are you coming to commentate?
No, I'm going back to the porch.
Ah, so you need the ambulance?
No, I need the Grove.
Which is the ambulance?
You leave me alone.
No, okay. Goodbye. Chat to... Matt, I'll let you chat with Ryan Coulthau.
Well, we're right down here in the pit area with Ryan Coulthau. And Ryan, mate, you're having a good run here tonight so far in that 35 machine, mate. How's the racetrack going so far out there in hot laps?
Track's pretty good right now. I like how it gets slick. I think we got a pretty good setup for the feature tonight, and we'll see how we do.
Mate, between the heat race and the feature here tonight at Charlotte, what changes did you and your team make on that race car?
We did a little bit of a gear change to make sure she has some top band going, and we just made it a little bit tighter so we can get through the corners good, and we're not super loose, so we'll see what we got for them.
Well, mate, good luck in tonight's A-Main. Any sponsors you'd like to thank on that 35 machine?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I want to thank Team No Love, everybody at the team, House of Speed, Kilgore Consulting, 1-3 Designs, Alpha Race Designs, Small Change Designs. I appreciate you guys for putting this on, or putting the broadcast on, and Brandon for putting this race on. Thank you, guys.
Well, mate, good luck in tonight's A-Main. Hopefully we'll see you back here after the races. Brett, I'm pretty sure you've got your eye someone down in the pit area.
Yeah, just rolling by a guy called Justin Pentacove. Justin, well, you're in the main event tonight, and well, you've just had a couple of minutes on the race track. You're getting set for the grid. How you feeling? How's the confidence level?
I mean, the main goal here was just to make it into the feature, so I'm satisfied with that tonight. It's a good group of guys, and they're going to be tough. Hopefully we can just keep our nose clean and make the whole race and not wreck out.
Mate, where do you hope to finish come the end of this main event?
What's that?
I said, where do you hope to finish come the end of the main event?
I mean, as long as I finish and get a clean run and stay out of everybody's way, I'll be satisfied with that.
Yeah, buddy, look, tell you what, if you want to just drag back down to the waiting room, if we get a yellow, we'll come back to you throughout the course tonight, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, buddy, I'll drag you back down there. Matt, let's take a look at your starting grid, and we'll go from back to front. Position number 22, it's Steve Spees, and position number 21, it's Kyle Weisenberger.
Position number 20 with the 21 car of Joe McCrisp. Position number 19 will be the 32 car of Austin Hines.
Ethan Toto starts 18th with Justin Pentacote at a position number 17.
Position 16, the 45 car of Dylan Hilliard. Position number 15, the 02 for Ace Motorsports is Nick Baum.
14th is going to be Shane Yates. 13th is going to be Robbie Swan.
Position 12, Kyle Dersham. Position 11, the 115 of Eric Tupper.
Jordan Lafont starts position number 10. Caleb Durgan lines up at a position number 9.
Position number 8 with the 116 car for Drew Hopkins Racing. That is Chase Hardy. Position 7 with the 5 car of Chris Fisher.
6th starter will be Brett Rouse, and to the inside, Ryan Cathal lines up at a position number 5.
Position number 4, Tristan Lauderster in the 92 car. Position number 3 to his inside, Tyler Cox in the 68.
And your front row will be Dylan Yeager on the outside of the front row, with James Boniface starting from the pole position. I think it's safe to say, Matt, I'm going with Dylan Yeager. Who are you going with?
Mate, look, it's going to be a tough race. With the confidence level that Tristan Laudersewa had in that 92 machine, he says he's got a pretty rocket setup in that race car right now. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the 92 machine can get it done.
All right, well, here we go. Your main event, round number 2 on the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. 40 laps on the board.
Down into 1 and 2, the green flag is out and still underway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Down to turns number 3 and 4 for the first time. Yeager's gone straight to the bottom side of the speedway. Laudersewa on the top side as well. Down the main straight into 1 and 2. Boniface on the top side of the speedway runs the cushion out of turn number 2. Gains a little bit of ground on Yeager into 3 and 4 this time by. They finish lap number 2 as they cross the start-finish line. They'll kick over to lap number 3. 37 to go. Yeah, exactly right, mate. As they head down the back straight away, Pretty Cherry Ripe racetrack right now for this A-main here tonight over a distance of 40 laps. How about Dylan Yeager runs the inside line on the speedway down to corners number 1 and 2. Goes back to the cushion in 1 and 2 down the back straight away. Boniface still back there in the second position. That pass there was for the race lead out of turn number 4 last time around the racetrack. We're now 5 laps in the books, 35 to run.
Yeah, watching Chris Fisher in the 5 and Chase Hardy in the 116 again. Fisher rolls the bottom. Tyler Cox just in front of him as well. He's also working the cushion. Now slides to the middle of the racetrack on the entry into turn number 3. He'll stay 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Brett Rolls. Good run for Brett Rolls so far in that number 17 machine. But here comes Tyler Cox. Well into the back of him. Cox has to check up. And, well, thankfully, he didn't go upside down.
Exactly right, mate. The 68 machine well saved in turns 1 and 2. We're now 8 laps in the books. And we have 32 laps to go. Down into turns number 3 and 4 this time by. Tyler Cox still on screen in the 68 machine. We'll look back in the pack right now. Caleb Durgan in the 17 car. They're running the bottom side of the speedway. There is Jordan Lafont there as well in the 11 machine. Down the back straight they run Chase Hardy just in front of them in the 116 car for Drew Hopkins Racing. Runs to the middle part of the speedway out of turn number 4 this time by. Down the main straight they run. Now we've got 31 laps to go.
That is correct. Jordan Lafont in the 11. He's into the top 10. How about Robbie Swan? +3 at the moment. Now they're going to go +4. Wow, he's right up on the cushion. He was eating all sorts of the cushion through turns 3 and 4. Matt, this track is slick from top to bottom. The cushion is nulling. I tell you, I want to talk about too the update that we got in the past 12 hours from iRacing. We'll try and talk about that later on. What if we get that next yellow?
Yeah, exactly right, mate, as well. So, how good is this right now? The cushion playing its part right now here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Down the back straight they run into turns number 3 and 4. You can see Robbie Swan runs the cushion like a boss down the main straight.
Well, he's still trying to get by Jordan Lafont in the 11 and also Caleb Durgan. Well, what about the run he just got there right in the center of turn number 1 and 2? Look out, big wheels down there. Contact between Lafont and Swan. And Swan, he copped the worst end of that one. But at the moment, Matt, we're still staying green. 13 down, 27 to go.
Down into 1 and 2. As well, down the back straight they run into turns number 3 and 4 this time by down the main straightaway into corners number, most of them still coming out of turn number 4. Down the main straight they run into 1 and 2. Lafont back there in a position number 9 at the moment under siege right now from Shane Yates in the double one machine.
Yeah, both the 11 cars on the racetrack in turns 3 and 4 go right through the middle. Jordan Lafont in the blue, white and green 11 and Shane Yates in the blue and orange. Got the black numbers, so just the car just to the right is Shane Yates, but car on screen at the moment. I'm going to say, they say blue and green should never be seen, but I'm going to say that car, without a colour in between, that number 11 machine looks pretty sexy, I've got to say.
Yeah, it sure does. Very nice looking ride out there. The Lawn Crafters, I think it is.
Correct.
It is Lawn Crafters, number 11 machine. So must be very big on his lawn mowing, Brett. Must be playing lawn mowing sim.
Yes, we know. Well, look, I know Luke Johnson loves to watch me play lawn mowing simulator. He does not have OCD. He loves to watch all of the lawns being mowed.
Most definitely. So the Lawn Crafters, number 11 machine of Jordan Lafont right now. Down the main straight they run into corners number 1 and 2. This time by, they have 22 laps to go. Down the back straight into turns 3 and 4. You can see the 17 car. That is Caleb Durgan there on screen. Down the main straight, 2 wide. Down the main straight they run right now. Chris Fisher right in the middle of that.
Yeah, Fisher trying to go back to the bottom side, trying to get back towards the top 5 finish. Yeah, right now, Dylan Yeager leads by now 2-second gap back to Tristan Laudersu, who's got half a second back on James Boniface. And that's in 3rd position. Tyler Cox about half a second back in 4th. And there is Brett Rouse. You see again, just a short 4/10 of a second back to the driver in 5th position. So there's not a whole lot of wiggle room between them at the moment. But we're already past half race distance. 21 down, 19 to go, Matt. And we're still yet to see the first yellow of the main event.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. We've gone green laps so far. So let's see what happens. Dylan Yeager, as you said, over a distance of just over 2 seconds in that number 48 machine right now for Team Vigilante Racing. Tristan Laudersu is still back there in position number 2 at the moment. There is Robbie Swan there on screen. The Ryco Motorsports number 37 machine picks up the front left wheel down the back straight into turns number 3 and 4. Also, Ryan Kulthau in that 35 machine eating all sorts of concrete into turns number 4. That time by was in the wall in turn number 4 though. Here comes Jordan Lafont as well in the 11 machine.
Yeah, Lafont and Kulthau working side by side. Kulthau on the 35 on the cushion now in 3 and 4. Shane Yates. There's a bit of a slide job there from Robbie Swan. So 2 by 2 at the moment for positions 8, 9, 10 and 11. Oh, I got to say, 9, 10, 11 and 12.
Yeah, exactly right, mate. Down into turns number 3 and 4. This time by, they work lap number 26 at the moment. They've got now 25 in the books, and we've got about 15 laps to go.
Yes, your math is on point. Matt the math guy today.
Matt the math guy today. Sometimes the brain works and sometimes it don't, but hey, at the end of the day, it's what it's all about right now. So here we go down the main straight into 1 and 2. There's a 35 car, Ryan Kulthau, right now down the back straight, looking to make further positions up in tonight's A-Main. Into corners number 3 and 4, again eating all sorts of concrete. In turn number 4 is Ryan Kulthau, the 35 machine. Jumps back to the top side of the speedway in turns 1 and 2. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, they have Now 13 laps to go.
Man. Nah,
12.
12 is correct. You're doing so well.
I know, missed out by 1. I was close.
You had to ruin it. Now a battle between the 17s. Caleb Durgan in the red, black and white, number 17, followed by, just behind him, in the red and the orange, blue and black, 17. That is Brett Rolls, and that's your battle for positions number 5 and 6. Again, Dylan Yeager, 2-second lead over Tristan Laudersua. Matt, 10 to go.
Down through turns 3 and 4 this time by down the main straightaway. The Ryco Motorsports number 17 machine leads into turn number 1 and 2. That is for the 5th position at the moment. Down the back straightaway they go. Durgan in the 17 car and the running in the 5th spot. Rouse, he's gone to the bottom in 3 and 4. There is Nick Bourne running the cushion as well in turn number 3 and 4 down the main straight.
Lap down.
And, he's a lap down.
Yes.
Okay. So he's back there in the 21st position. Chris Fisher looking for positions though, getting past lap car of Nick Baum. Chase Hardy still in there as well, running in the 8th position. Robbie Swan still back there in 9th. And Ryan Coulthau still in the 10th position.
No, Robbie Swan making his way through the field, +4. At the moment, we've got 4 guys that are a +4. And how about Dylan Hilliard from 16th to 11th? He's on the outside of a top 10. He's +5 at the moment. But we've only got 7 short laps around the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Round number 2 of the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series, of course, presented by Sheets, fresh food made to order, and of course, Kings of Sling.
Through turns 3 and 4 now, 6 laps to run, race fans. Down into 1 and 2. Swan on the bottom side of the speedway, though, nearly 3 wide. Down the back chute, though, you still got the lap car of Nick Baum in there as well, but these two on screen, the 37 of Robbie Swan and the 116 of Chase Hardy, fighting for positions at the moment. Down the main straight they run. This is for positions 8 and 9 at the moment on the speedway. Down the back straight they run out turn number 2. Now they've got 4 laps left to go as they cross the stripe this time by.
Now Hardy got by Robbie Swan there in turns 3 and 4. Now Swan back to the inside into turn number 1 and 2. Not so much of a slider, but he just parked it up in front of the 116. But now Chase Hardy back to the inside. 3 to go for your race leader.
Out of turn number 4 this time by, still watching the battle of Robbie Swan and Chase Hardy there on screen. The 116 car, that is the purple, white, blue and black entry. That is Chase Hardy on the top side. And then you got the green and white 37 machine of that is Robbie Swan there in the Ryco Motorsports number 37 machine, battling for positions 8 and 9 at the moment. We'll look back up at the ranch though with your leaders. There is Dylan Yeager down the main straightaway, collects the white lights here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Down to 1 and 2 though for the final time. Down the back straightaway into corners number 3 and 4. Race fans, he'll come out of turn number 4. Your round number 2 winner, who the dirt track at Charlotte is, Dylan Yeager. Home in second, Tristan Laudersua and James Boniface will come home in the 3rd position here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Good racing here tonight. We've gone 40 laps non-stop. How good was that, race fans? Bang your hands together for Dylan Yeager.
Wow, 40 laps, flag to flag, but I gotta say, I was very, very surprised at that one.
I tell you what, though, you very rarely see it, though, eh?
You do?
Very rarely see it.
That's correct. Your official results on screen. Dylan Yeager, Tristan Laudersua, James Boniface, your top 3. Tyler Cox, home in position at number 4. Caleb Durgan in 5th. Brett Roll 6th. Chris Fisher 7. Robbie Swan 8. 9th is Chase Hardy and Dylan Hilliard in your 10th position.
Ryan Coulthau will come home in the 11th position here tonight. We go back to Jordan LaFon, Shane Yates in 13th, Justin Pennicove in 14th, Austin Hines in 15th, and the last car on the lead lap. Then we go to your victims tonight: Kyle Weisenberger, Kyle Dersham, Steve Spees, Jeremy Chris, Nick Baum, Eric Tupper, and Ethan Toda. Not finishing the race here tonight. He will be 21 laps down. Unfortunately, we'll cross down now to the pit area, and we're going to chat to your top 3. We're going to chat to your winner, Dylan Yeager. Dylan, mate, this one must feel good. Round number 2 here tonight at Charlotte.
Yeah, I haven't stepped in a big block modified in a really long time. I love these cars. I mean, these are probably my favorite cars in the whole sim, and I think it kind of sucks that they died off so fast. I've been looking for a league to run for a while in these, and I think I found one right here in KOS, and it's good to get in victory lane here tonight.
Mate, we normally see you behind the wheel of a late model and now most recently a sprint car. Run us through the difference, what it's like to drive these different divisions here on iRacing.
It's pretty much just all about turning laps. I mean, the sprint cars and these things don't drive all that much different, in my opinion. They both kind of involve you trying to drive the car pretty straight. I mean, even with the late model, since they put the new tire on the late model a couple months back, it kind of drives like these in a sprint car in a way, but it's just about adapting and turning laps and getting comfortable in all the different cars that, you can come into these different series and, come put on a show.
Mate, just quickly, you've got the qualifier championship for the World of Outlaws NOS Entering Sprint Car iRacing Championship. Just run us through quickly on how that's going through for you this season so far.
Yeah, the first race was decent. I think we got 7th at Cedar Lake, and then the next 2 races at Lernerville and Williams Grove, we didn't have as good a luck. I DNF'd at Lernerville and Williams Grove. I think I finished P10, but last week at Weedsport, P4. That puts me 18th in points. So if the season ended today, I would be in. So I'm hoping that these last 2 weeks at Fairbury, and I believe it's Kokomo, we can put together some good runs and give them a run.
Well, mate, good luck in the qualifiers for the World of Outlaws NOS Entering Sprint Car iRacing Championship this season, mate. We know there's some good sponsors behind this team and also some good names on the car as well, mate. But obviously your victory here tonight comes down to no other.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Gotta thank all the guys at Team VLR. Gotta thank Bighorn Taxidermy, C High Performance, TAC 3 Defense, Majula C Speed Shop. Gotta thank you all for the broadcast, and Brandon and all those guys at KOS for running us.
Well, that is Dylan Yeager there. We're going to cross down now to Brett Wheeler with our second place runner.
Yeah, standing by with Tristan Laudersewer. Well, Tristan, spoke to you just before the A main started. Oh, you started outside road 2 and you come over second place. You got to be happy about this result, right?
Yeah, without the yellows, it was tough to regroup the field, and obviously Dylan was already gone from the get-go, so I knew I'd have to pull out a miracle to get up to him.
Wait, did you think 40 laps? How many cautions were you banking on, or were you thinking that this race was going to go green to checker?
I mean, I was expecting at least 1 or 2 yellows at the start, maybe 1 at the end, with the track really being slick. Most people running right up on the wall. It's easy to get caught up in there. So I was expecting at least 1 or 2.
And how difficult is it to try and put 40 laps on the cushion without sort of jumping that cushion? Because if you make one little mistake on the top side, you've got a wall to contend with. But also, if you make that mistake on the cushion where it gets into the wall, well, it doesn't move and it's very unforgiving.
Oh yeah, it does get really hard, especially in these big blocks, and these setups are. Well, it depends what type of setup you have, and the setups here at Ryko and CJB, really easy to get into, or easy to really get up on that cushion. I hit the wall a couple times, but never climbed up on there, nothing like that.
Well, buddy, well done on a second place finish here tonight in the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. A lot of names on this race car, no doubt a lot of people behind the scenes that help make this possible.
Yeah, the guys at CJB, Ken over at Ryko, Nick Ham Designs for this awesome wrap, Zach McSwain Racing, Olsen Fab Metal Fabrication, Mr. Radiator, Glengarry Truck Center, Driver Simulation, Luce Chevrolet.
All right, well done on second place. And Matt Bailey, you're caught up with our final driver on the podium.
Yes, down here tonight with James Boniface, home in position number 3. James, mate, what a run here tonight at the Dirt Track in Charlotte for round number 2 of the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series. Mate, what was the last 5 laps like, and how did the track work out for you here tonight? Not sure if we've got James there. Can't get a copy of him. James, you got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, all good, mate. Sorry about that. Mate, you had a good run here tonight at Charlotte. Mate, what was the last 5 laps in that race car like?
Definitely getting slick. I wish I'd tightened up the car a little bit more for the future, but I didn't want to tune myself right out of it.
Mate, you had a good run here tonight. Obviously, some good names on this race car. No doubt some sponsors behind the scenes and some people behind the scenes as well, mate. But obviously some good people on this race car you'd like to thank.
Yeah, I want to thank Swan Speed Shop for providing me with the setup that I got here, and thank my wife for letting me race all the time.
Well, mate, good run here tonight for home in position number 3, mate. Hopefully we'll see you back here next week. Well, Brett, that will wrap us up here tonight at Charlotte, mate. And obviously we went green to checker in the A main. That was something we've never seen, hardly ever see.
Yeah, look, they do come, but sometimes they're more rare than what you see. But hey, you know what? Hats off to the drivers, hats off to the track crew. A wonderful racetrack here, slick from top to bottom. There wasn't a whole lot of moisture left in the turns. You can see a bit of moisture probably about halfway down the straightaways, both the back and front stretch. But I mean, overall, a pretty good night of racing. And well, round number 2 of the DirtFX Designs Big Block Modified Series is done.
Exactly right, mate. And well, race fans, we would like to thank all of our sponsors here at UltimateDirtTV and all the people behind the scenes as well. On behalf of myself, Matt Bailey, and Brett Wheeler, we would like to say good night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, I do believe, for the iRacing Champions League. We'll see you then.